calls. We may be fighting through the toughest recession Oregon has ever seen, and among the victims, older dogs.
Families are giving up because they can't afford to keep them, and this morning our focus on hard-to-adopt pets takes us to the Senior Dog Rescue of Oregon.
An animal shelter doesn't have to be a sad place. Puppies, young adult dogs, yeah, they can sometimes move on to new homes pretty quickly. But boy, it's tougher for the old dogs. Hard to adapt to concrete and chaos when all you've known since you were a puppy is one house and one family. And let's face it, maybe you've lost some of your swagger.
They get depressed, they get bewildered, they get stressed. They don't, what the shelter calls, show well, so they don't get adopted.
And while the Green Hill Humane Society finds new homes for just about everybody, young and old, that is really rare. So Senior Dog Rescue of Oregon places old-timers into foster homes, and it can work out pretty well.
One, they don't destroy your house. They don't chew up your furniture. They're over all that.
Of course, the idea only works if you move the foster dogs into permanent homes. Lots of characters to choose from. Peggy Sue and Penny Lane here, they're sisters.
They were both pretty sick when we got them, but look at them, they're just wonderful. They don't bark, they love being on your lap.
With luck, they'll go to the same home. Yeah, they're about 12 years old, but Doxies live a long time. They might be around, another 5 years, maybe more. But yes, it could be less, and that may be a little heartbreaking.
But I think the time that you have with these dogs is so special. They are so grateful to have a second chance.
And you know, that's what all the foster families say. They say somehow the dogs know that you're helping them.
They don't last in the shelters. And it just kills me to think that the dog is going to be locked up and tied up in a shelter and may or may not get adopted out.
You've pulled them away from a sad situation, maybe a confusing and frightening end. And if they only live another year, that still makes you a hero. Some shepherd.
This morning, very excited that we have Peggy Sue and Penny Lane. Is that Peggy or Penny?
This is Peggy over here.
Okay.
And this is Sue Spalda.
Hi, Sue.
She is here from the Senior Dog Rescue of Oregon. And tell us about these two.
These two girls have been together their whole lives.
Sisters.
Sisters, and their owner died. This is how Senior Dog Rescue gets a lot of their dogs. Their owner died, and the family tried to keep them, but it wasn't working out, and they got sick. And I'm not exactly sure how they came to our attention, but we took them, and now they're healthy again.
Sure
tell us who would be happy with these. What sort of ideal home?
What kind of a home would these two be good for?
Any home. They're good with everybody. They are so mellow.
Look at this. No kidding.
They like to go outside. They love to cuddle on your lap.
And the thing is, it's not like having two would really raise your food bill a lot.
Right.
No.
You know, here's your 4 kibbles. I mean, and they're very healthy too now, aren't they?
They are. Yeah.
Hi there. Oh yes. And it's the tail's wagging. You know what, folks? Somebody out there needs these two. I mean, and.
Is there a price with the adoption of these senior dogs?
There is a price. Usually it's $150 per dog, but the pair goes for $200.
Okay.
That covers all of their shots. They've been microchipped. They've had dental. Everything is all done. They're ready to go.
And it helps the program keep going.
It does.
And the thing too, you have to remember is that if you can take the dogs out of foster care, that allows room for more dogs in foster
Absolutely,
care.
because Senior Dog Rescue doesn't have a kennel. The philosophy is that a lot of these older dogs don't do well in kennels. So we have foster homes.
Oh, look. You
Oh
guys.
my gosh, and you can dress them in sweaters, and they're sisters, so you can have matching sweaters.
Okay, we've got to go. We
have beaver sweaters for them.
Okay, I'll tell you what, coming up on KVAL News, are you ready to say goodbye to Oprah? Well, are you?
Are you
ready?